good morning again. Yes, it's another day. Anyway, we are on, what is it, the 23rd? Anyway, so yeah, I think it's the 23rd. Let me find out. So I'm here in the kitchen again, like I said yesterday or earlier. The kids are going to be off all week. So already did my devotional, already listened to Tara Leah Cobble. So we are going to scratch off to, wait, we're down here. I keep looking up here. We're down here. So we are going to mark off, not scratch off, mark off 23. Today is the 23rd already. Okay, great. Now, I did listen, it's, I don't know, it just seems like everything just coincides with everything. So I was reading in my morning devotionals, I'm in Jeremiah. Why am I doing this every morning now? Because I don't know. I just feel like, not that everything else I do is not important. It is, because taking care of my family comes definitely second. But the Word of God comes first for me. So I always find that more to me, that first things first, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then all my crafts and all my desires and everything I want to do comes later. Okay, like my diamond painting, I love doing that. And yeah, so all that comes after. So that's a time I have to put the Word first, my family second, and then everything else that I want to do third. Okay, so I was reading Jeremiah, and I was talking to you guys about, like, we all know he's the weeping prophet, right? And in those days, he was, crying about the people of Israel, the people from Jerusalem, and how wicked they become, and how, they always, from day one, they were always like, well, later on, I say after like Noah, their hearts end in Sodom and Gomorrah. They were always turning away from God. They were always being disobedient, and even up to Jeremiah's day, they were still doing the same. Even in Samuel's day, in the book of you know, yeah, Samuel. I think it was Samuel. Let me see, make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Samuel. What was it? I think, no, Jeremiah and Isaiah. I think it was it Samuel? No, because I know I read all the Psalms. Chronicles, I think it was Chronicles? I think it was Chronicles, and then Job, and yeah, it was mostly in Chronicles, I think in Solomon's day. Anyway, people just kept, backsliding, following off of listening to what God has to say. So, but what makes it worse is that later in the future, like, we're not, like, yes, we are in the future now, but later, more in the future, more people are going to fall away from the Word of God. Like, so much so that their sins are going to be so deep that God is not going to be able to help them. That's how bad it's going to get. So, he was talking about, again, he was always crying over his people, and, asking God to, to forgive them and don't turn your back on them and so forth. But what was making me think was when I was reading Jeremiah 14:10, he said, you love to wander off far from me and do not follow in my path, nor I will no longer accept you as my people. I will remember all your wickedness and will punish you for all your sins. Then he was going on and talking about the prophets, And of course, we had our prophets back in the Old Testament, but he was talking about future prophets. And I was like, oh my God, that is so true. And there are going to be a lot of prophets in the future who are going to be telling you this, who are going to try to make you to believe that. And there's many of them right now. Like, there's so many of them. And he's saying these prophets are telling lies in my name. I did not send them or tell them to speak. I did not give them any messages. The prophecy of visions and revelations they've never seen or heard. So everything that these prophets today and in the coming near future are things that they're going to be saying. Oh, that's how come I don't like it when people say, oh, God told me this, or I saw the guy showed me that. You have to really make sure who you're believing, because a lot of them are, God said, I never showed them that. I never told them that. I never gave them that message. So you really have to know and be deep in the word to recognize the difference, because there's going to be a lot of them. A lot of them are going to say this, and it's not coming from God. It has nothing that came from God. So you're going to be, you're going to be fooled, and He knows that. So He's like, that's come. You have to up your game and keep yourself rooted in the Word, because later in the future, he tells you, you're going to know from the fake, from the elite. You're going to know the difference, So be highly aware of that. Anyway, that's all I'm going to leave you with today. But I did, 23rd, did it, yay. So now I am going to, I don't know. There's just, like, I got up at what time? I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, this was funny, because I said, it's Sunday, the kids are off, from school. I'm just gonna sleep in a little bit, a little bit later than I did yesterday. I think yesterday I got up at 7 or 7:30. I said, I'm just gonna take a break and just sleep in a little bit more. So, for some strange reason, I heard like a hit, and like some and a boom, and I thought, oh my gosh, somebody just got into a car accident. So I heard it came right by my window, and I saw, oh, somebody got, let me go find out what that is, or if it was nearby or whatever. So I put on my robe, I went outside, I looked around, and I didn't see anything, but I heard the hit, the screech and the hit, like, when you hear a car accident. So I got up, checked, nothing. I didn't see nobody running. So I said, okay, maybe I heard things. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that severe. But when I came back into the house, guess what time it was? It was 5 after 6. And I was like, are you kidding me? So then I said, and then Cersei was already out. And I said, because I noticed him, but when he came out, I was still, groggy and still sleepy. And that's when I said, I'm just going to sleep. And he was, lying down on his bed, and I was going to sleep in. But then that's when I heard the boom. And even, I was wondering if Cersei's heard it, because sometimes he reacts to things. But I don't know. Seemed like he didn't hear anything. But I know what I heard. So that's what got me up, and I said, Cersei, stay here. I'll be right back. And that's when I went outside, looked, I didn't see anything. When I came back, it was 6:05, and I was like, okay, let me just make a cup of coffee. Let me just sit down for a bit. So I let him out. I came in, made my coffee, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I go, what do you mean? What are you gonna do? Get your books out. And I was like, yes, okay, let me start my devotional. Well, let me freshen up, let me do my makeup and everything. No, just get your stuff out. Okay, let me get my stuff out. So it just so happens that when I was doing all this at the same time, I noticed my son was getting ready for work too, and I was gonna say, well, let me go in and go, no, because he had so it was kind of good, that it's already 9:10, and I just finished, so I was like, wow. So right now then finally when I had the bathroom, that's when I freshened up, and I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I do have to run to the store. I took my turkey out again. There it is. I want to make sure that it's thawed out, well before I cook it, because I know last year it was kind of raw, and I do remember that it was kind of raw in the middle, and I was I thought I thawed this thing, So leaving it out during the day, and then at night I put it in the fridge. So then I guess I'll leave it out Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday I'll just leave it out, And then I was thinking about cleaning the oven and everything like that. I don't know why I'm going to clean the oven if I'm going to get it dirty with the turkey. Doesn't make any sense to me. So I said, you know what? I'll clean it after I do the turkey. Because it's going to get spilled with juices and everything every time you have to, baste it. The juices are going to fall. Clean it after I do the turkey. Because I do that every year. I go, why am I cleaning the oven before I do the turkey when I have to, I'm going to have to clean it again after I do the turkey. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I swear sometimes I think we do things backwards. But, it's not that bad. I think it can wait until after I do the turkey. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And right now I'm going to get my diamond painting now, because I still have to run to the store, get a few things. And, I have to get pork. I forgot to get the pork for the arroz con gandules. You're going to do all the side dishes. I did do casseroles, green beans casserole. I think I was the only one that ate it. No, I don't think nobody else touched it. I definitely am going to get potatoes. I need more mayonnaise for sure for the potato salad. It's kind of hard, to think what the kids are going to eat, especially Hippo because he's little. But because everybody's big already, I think I'm going to get a little small one of the turkey breast just in case. Kids, they'll eat the rice, the meat. They won't eat the potato salad. They won't eat any kind of vegetables, and the only thing they're gonna stick to are, I can just see it, the meat, the gravy, and the rice, and then they're gonna go straight for the pies. That's what they always do. They go straight for the pies. I'm not getting a lot of pies this year. I'm just, because I remember one year I bought so many pies of different flavors, and there was just so many pies left over. So I'm just going to get key lime, pumpkin, apple, and that's it. Pecan. Key lime, pecan, pumpkin, and apple, and call it a day. And of course I'm going to get whipped cream. Although I do have whipped cream in my fridge. That was homemade whipped cream. And I'm going on and on and on again. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to let you see everything that I do. I did get my things out to decorate my cookies. I was going to do it yesterday, but I just got a little overwhelmed with the time. I had to go shopping. Then I came home, and when kids are home, they want this, they want that, they want to do this. And my grandson wanted to cook. He wanted to make tacos. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, guys, so I will leave you with that, and I will get on my diamond painting right now, and we will see you in a bit. Okay, guys, so it's already like 8:20, and yeah, I finally dyed my hair, so no more grays. I know the other day I was in the living room, and I know I went like this or something. I just see all the grays. I got, you know what? It is what it is. That's how life is. So I'm like, yeah, I'll dye my hair when I have a chance to dye my hair. So I did dye it today, and I did use. I never had to shampoo myself after I dyed my hair years ago, but lately they want you to dye your hair and then use their revitalizing conditioner. So a lot of grays did get covered a lot, and especially like down here by the nape. I always make sure I cover everything back here and the sideburns and around the crown. So this should last a little while. And if it does get a little bit messy, you know, dirty, that's when I'll use the dry shampoo, which works very, very well. So that will help me extend the life of the color without having to wash it all the time. Anyway, didn't come on here to talk about my hair color, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing now. Wait! What I'm doing now with the diamond painting. So I did put everything in little bags, like I mentioned before. So they're all little bags, and then I have like all of them because they go by number. They're 1 through 20. So I put them in these little bags. I make sure that the number little. Wait. Have a little tape. And then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs in here, and then 5 in here. So it's 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, and then 20. So how I pack them in, because I have the, hold on. Wait, I said. You already went out, Cersei. I'm not going to be taking you out and be taking you out. So this is the pack they all came in. So what I do is that, let me stop barking. You're just barking for no reason at all. Okay, so this is how it's looking. I'm already. Stop playing with that. I'm already down here. So I have to cut this off in a minute. So what I do is that I put everything in here. I mean, they go up a little, but not that much. So I put 1 through 5, and then 6 through 10, like that. And then I put 11 through 15, and stop playing with my slipper, and 16 to 20 on the other side. So it looks like this. So then now what I do, I close it up as much as I can. And now see, it has that part in the middle. So now I could either go this way or I can go this way, but I'll go this way. And voila. And then all I do is grab this. I put, those were all the other little plastic baggies are in. Stop playing with my slipper, you're gonna rip it. And then give that to me. And I put everything in here. And then I just close it all up. And it's together like this in a package, and then I just put it away. And I am done. And I just open my drawer, and it's right there. So everything is like reachable. I don't have to be looking for containers, and which can be aggravating. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because this one's driving me crazy. So before he tears up my slipper. Okay, guys, so that's where I'm at. Give me that. No. What do you went. He's just mad because we're the only two here. The kids went to the Zoo Light Festival, and the other two are at work, so it's only me and you. Yeah, oh well, you're gonna have to deal with me then. It's only me and you here too. Too bad. I'm gonna take him out so you can leave me alone. Okay, I'm gonna take you out. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Guys, these are one of these old buildings. Like, probably has been here like for decades. Anyway, I'm finally here. It's just outside, a rainy day out today, gloomy weather, but hey, finally got here. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't do my devotionals this morning. I didn't do them yet. Well, you know what? I could still do it when I get back. But I didn't do it yesterday. So I still have to do it. I don't know if I can do 2 at one day, but I could try to do today. And I'm going to try to get on that card today. So I definitely want to start on that. Those die cuts with the stairs, the ones I showed you guys. So I can't wait to get started on that, guys. You don't know what I'm going to pair it up with. So get ready, because I'm going to pair it up. It's going to be amazing. Just wait. I think I can make either a gate or something, but the gate thing will probably come later. But I just need the stairs. If anything, I need the stairs. Anyway, I'm gonna get off because I'm pretty sure it is taking a minute. I was hoping it would be a little bit faster than this, but it is what it is. I'm here, I'm doing it, so just trying to get things done, guys. Just trying to get things done. Okay, we will see you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I got back about an hour ago from the post office. Oh my God, I went over there, and as soon as I got off the bus, I don't know what I was smelling, but I think I was smelling, I don't know, some Salisbury steak meat or something that was cooking. It reminded me of the hospital when I was at the hospital. And it smelled, oh my God, it smelled so good. I was like, oh my God, that's making me hungry. But I couldn't find the restaurant where it was coming from. Because there was 2 gas stations. There were, I don't know, some closed up places or whatever. Not closed up, but they just weren't open. Something says something milk. I don't know what they were. But, you know, I was like, where is that? And there was a healthcare facility. And I'm thinking, well, maybe usually because, you know, how hospitals, you know, they have their cooking things, you know, inside, you know, they cook for the patients. But it didn't look like a hospital. It just looked more like some kind of clinic or something. But it was big. I said it could have been coming from there because I couldn't figure out where that was coming from. But it smells so good. But anyway, it reminded me of me being in the hospital when I was at the hospital. But it just smelled awesome. But anyway, I finally came home, got that done. They even gave me a little photo, a copy of my picture of the one they took. Didn't come out bad. Didn't come out great, but you know, it is what it is. I don't care. It's just for the passport. So I came home a little bit ago, and you know, I was thinking, oh, you know, I gotta start making, packing those cookies, because I'm gonna give them to the girls at the bank. So I said, okay, let me, see if I have any bags. I don't have any bags. I mean, I do have bags, but they're really small. And I thought I had more bags, but I don't. I said, you know what? I'm going to have to run to Dollar Tree. I'm going to have to buy some. So I'm going to buy at least 4-pack, so I won't be without for next time, especially, you know, for Christmas. Because I do want to make an arrangement for them for Christmas as well. So I think, I don't know if you've seen, I had like this one container all the way on top where I put, you know, where I'm going to be basting the turkey with all the aluminum. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. So there's this one container I have to wash and everything, get ready for the cookies. I'm going to put an arrangement of different kind of cookies in there. And then, of course, again, I'm going to give them to the girls at the bank. So when I come back, I'm going to start packing them. And they're not to sell. It's just, you know, just Thanksgiving, holidays, just trying to be generous. Ah, squirrely. Better a squirrel than a rat, right? I'm like, I don't want to see no rats. But anyway, I'm going to be doing that. And then, guys, today's paper crafts. So it's paper crafts day. So I'm going to be making, what do you call it, the staircase today. So I'm just going to run it through with my die cut machine. And I'm just going to be, whoa, man. I wish I had gold cardstock, but I don't. So I either might have to run to Walmart, see if they have any. But in the meantime, I'm just going to use black or, you know, yellow, whatever I can find. So that's what I'm going to do until I get some gold or silver. Okay, so I'm here. And let's see if we could find those, what do you call it? Oh, monkeys. A bunch of plushies. This would be so awesome to put together. I might do an arrangement like this, you know, but maybe I'll start this next year. You know, like put an arrangement with the plate, the cup, bowl, and everything, then put cookies in there and give it as a gift. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Anyway, let me see what they have. See, all this stuff, I'm like, you know, the stuff I already have. Ooh, they got peeps. Goodie bags. I'm looking for not really goodie bags, but I need bigger ones. Oh, calendar. That's so cute, but I'm not buying anything right now because I'm just going to end up giving it away. I'm trying to see if they have any new ornaments. I like my last year, I had gotten a door. Anyway, I'm looking for the bags, the loot bags. I don't think I'm going to see them here. These will be good, but they won't be able to see the cookies. So I need the plain ones. That's what I'm looking for, the plain loot bags. Oh, forks. Oh, I need spoons. Those big spoons. I'm gonna have to get a pack of these. I need big spoons. Might as well. They're kind of small, but I need them anyway. Okay, I didn't grab a basket. Where are the loot bags? Okay, I see balloons. See, those are the ones I have. And I have a lot of them. But I need the bigger ones, like these size. And I don't see them. Oh, no. Oh, here they are. Here they are. These are the size I'm looking for. I have a lot of these because I was making those mini journals, remember? But these are the ones I want. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab a few and then I'm going to see if they have any. Oh, they have a lot of Thanksgiving cards here. I would buy some, but I like that one. I still got a journal. I'm going to see if I can squeeze in doing some journaling. Today, I did mail out my box to my my sister-in-law, so I hope she already got it. I did do a little mishap on writing the her address, so I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping she got it. So I just have to hear from her, or I'll call her, because instead of being an R in her street name, I put, instead of being an N, I put an R. So hope they got it right. Anyway, let me grab these things and I'm going to be on my way. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys. So I went to Dollar Tree, and these were the sizes of the bag that I needed. These right here. Now I don't open them all the way, okay? I don't open them, to make them look, big. What I do, and you can use, but I'm not using those. What I do is that here are the cookies, okay? I'll open these up. Like, why are these getting harder and harder to open? Like, what is going on? Oh, Jesus. Man. I mean, these are really getting harder and harder to open. Okay, just pinch the side, I guess. Just pinch the side. Okay, so you're gonna open it up, okay? Now you're not gonna open the whole thing. You're just gonna grab your cookie. Well, that's what I do. And I just slide everything in, okay? Slowly. Just slide it in slowly. And this is how it should look. Remember, you're not opening up the sides. Now you can, if you're putting like 3 or 4 cookies in there, then yeah. Then you want to, open it up. But if you're only using 1 cookie, don't open it up. Then I just fold it over. I try to use clear tape. And I just, this way it's clear, and then it looks like that. So let's do another one. Take you down a bit. So again, so just pinch the side so you can open it. That's the best way to do it. Just pinch the side. This way you'll be able to open it. Another cookie. Just slide it through. Let it go down by itself. Okay? And then just, just play with it until it sits right. And you turn it over. Cut it enough because you want to fold it over. Okay? If it's too long, you could just cut it a little bit more. I try to cut it so it can hit the back of the cookie. I don't want it to go over, I don't want it to go down here. So I just put it enough so it can hit the cookie. Okay, you don't want it too tight, but you don't want it loose neither. Okay, and there you go. I'll do one more, and then after I'm done, I'm going to, did I have it the right way? I am going to, yeah, it's still hard to open. And then of course I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got it. So I think I need another leaf. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. So, but they're all basically the same. Just slide it down. Make sure the cookie's in there. Okay. Turn it over. This way you don't have to play around with the, what do you call it? With those little twist ties. Because I don't want to have these in bags and then with twist ties, and then when I put it inside the basket, it's going to be another twist tie in there. Because I'm going to have put it in the basket and put a twist tie in there. So that's what I'm doing. So when I'm done, I'm going to go to the basket and I'm going to show you how to put them in. Actually, hold on. Let me just go get the basket. Okay. So this is the basket I'm using. And I'm just gonna put, I know it's a little bit big, but that's okay. The bigger it is, the better. I should have had a smaller one, but this should do. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to fill up the bottom. Doesn't have to be great, you know. I mean, I could put something underneath. Maybe I will do that just to give it a lift. So I'll probably end up doing that. I don't even know how many I have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So far I have 9. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably end up putting some paper on the bottom just to give it a lift. So I have 10. I don't know how many girls are over there, but I'm just gonna do like 15 of them just to fill up the bottom. And then when I finish it, I'm gonna use this one to put it in a different cellophane bag, okay? And then I'm gonna tie it with this, and then I'm just gonna take it to the bank tomorrow because tomorrow's already 26. Plus I have to go to Walmart and get the pie, so I'll do that at the same time. I have to get quarters to do laundry, so I'll get the quarters. Drop off the cookies, get the quarters, go to Walmart, get the pies, and then I'll be done with that. And then again, I'll be doing it again because I want to make the Christmas sweaters, and I'm thinking about making cake pops, but we'll see. Because I have a lot of sprinkles that I want to get rid of. So I think what I'll do is that I'll have the kids help me make the cake pops. It'll keep them busy during the, you know, the holiday, because they're going to be off like for 2 weeks, almost 2.5 weeks. So, okay, so that's where I'm at right now, and then I'll show you how it looks like when it's all bagged up. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I'm over here now, and I'm trying to bag the basket, okay? Now, I didn't want to go buy more bags because I have a lot of bags, and I had ordered 1,000 from, what was that place called? Where they sell all the bags and cardboard and stuff, utility something? No, I forgot what it was called. Anyway, I ordered all these bags, and I thought it was cellophane, but it wasn't cellophane. Anyway, I do remember that I had some of these that I had bought from Walmart, like, oh man, two years ago, probably longer. But they're so big. Look at how big they are, and I don't need bags this big. I don't make things that big. So I said, okay, you know, I'm just gonna have to work with it. And this size was 25 by 30 inches. So I definitely need a smaller bag. This was just too big. And then I had this one right here. And this one I think I got at Joann's or Michael's. But this one is 28 by 32. And it's only one bag. So I want, Uniline. And I wanted to order some, you know, bags from there, but I had the wrong size, and then I had the wrong, you know, whatever it was called. It wasn't cellophane. I wanted cellophane, but you do get a lot less. So this is what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm trying to close this up, and I need this part down here to go on the bottom. So that's what I'm working on right now. So it doesn't have to be perfect because right now, like I said, I'm not selling anything. I'm just giving it as gifts. So I don't really need anything. The only time I use clear tape, and that's when I'm putting a different kind of basket together. So it doesn't have air in it right now, so I really don't have to worry. So usually, and I saw this years ago, you could cut it if it does have air, like on the corner. But if it doesn't have air, you just go by the points and you just grab it, and you see how the tape is and you just pull it down. And now I'm going to do the other side. Again, I had to make sure I had that point down here because I need to close it. So again, you're going to grab the basket. Oh, I forgot to put the tape on. You're going to grab that point, put the tape on there, okay? And then you're going to grab it and you're going to pull it as much as you can and then tape it down. Now again, I did have this wrong, so I'm going to do this over. I just needed to get that point. So now I'm going to take it again and I'm going to center. Now I'm going to center the, what do you call it, as tight as I can. I really need this to be tight. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this and I'm going to put it, I'm going to try to hold it so it doesn't get loose. And then I'm going to try to pinch it as close as I can to that spot. Okay, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. Cut. Of course, it's going to come loose. You could try to push it down a little bit. Okay. And so this is how it looks, and all the cookies are in there. I might still have a little bit more. I'm going to try to push it. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that because if I keep pushing it down, it's going to keep opening. And so I'm just going to leave it like that. So now I'm just going to grab some scissors and I'm just going to, now you can either cut up, down, and up, but I'm just going to cut like just to fan it out. Not even a whole lot, just enough to fan it out. And you could do it in a loop, whatever you decide to do. Okay, just to fan it out. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. Yeah, the bag was really big. There's nothing really I was able to do about that. So now I'm gonna put this on here. And I'm just gonna see how much I need. I don't think I need that much. And then I'm just gonna tie it on here. First I am gonna make, my bows never come out right. I try to make the bows. They just, I'm terrible when it comes to bows. I'm like, why doesn't this come out right? So, let's see if I can do it this way. And try to pull it down a little bit. They're just too big on both ends. And again. Okay, so it came out a little bit better. One's too long and I don't know which end it is. So I think it's this one. Okay. So that's how it looks. Not fancy. It has enough, what do you call, tail on there. Yeah, just enough. I mean, you could try to make that V thing if you want, but this is as far as I'm going right now because it's like I said, it's too loose and I can't really, I mean, I could try to tighten it up a little bit, but it's just, it is just so loose. So maybe I could tighten it up a little bit more. Really have to stretch it. Okay, so I did stretch it out a little bit. Maybe I could put a little bit more tape. Like I said, this bag was really big. It was really big. So, but I needed something smaller. And all my other bags, they're not, these were the ones I ordered from, what do you call it? From the Uniline. These were the ones. And I thought they were cellophane, but they're not. And these are mostly like for, you know, like, when I do the pot holders and things like that. So these are not that big. And of course, as you can see, this basket would not fit in here unless I do it sideways, but it wouldn't fit in there at all. So these are mostly like for like if you're packing loaves of bread, things like that. So, it wasn't a waste of money, but it was just like I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do because I still have so many of them. It's not funny. I have so many. This was a twist tie. They came with that one, but yeah, it was just so huge. But yeah, so I'll save this one for another day. And so I'm just going to take this to the bank. I think I could just close it up a little bit. So it won't be so. And that's really all I can really do. Yeah, well, it's not going to really work because it has the, what do you call it, the flaps in there. But that's good enough. That's fine. So it's ready to go, guys. So there it is. Okay. So this will go tomorrow to the bank, and then I'll start working on the Christmas cookies, but that won't be until after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to start on Friday. No, I don't know. I think I'll start Saturday, but it all depends, because like I said, I want to make a lot of Christmas cookies. So, some for the house, some to give away, and then some to, yeah, for the bank again. But this is it. That's how it came out. Nothing fancy, just something to wish them a happy Thanksgiving with. Okay, guys, that's it. And I'm going to get started on the die cut. I can't wait. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, because today is paper crafts. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.